My name is Rebecca Schmitz. My husband and I, along with our 2 boys, have been parishioners at St. Pat's for 10 years. I grew up Protestant and my husband Catholic. Our boys attend Catholic elementary school and also enjoy all that St. Pat's offers. Today, I want to share my story about RCIA. It was spring of 2020, and I was sitting at the kitchen table helping our oldest son with his schoolwork during distance learning, a scenario all too familiar to many of us. However, for me, this day was different. Together, we were working on his religion work, learning about the order of the Mass. Later that day on social media, Father Island had posted a Mass Moments segment, so I clicked on it and listened. I also listened to God that day. Throughout my life and to this day, I've always believed that although we may not know in advance, God has a plan for all of us. Part of his plan was for me to become Catholic. I'm so thankful that I opened my heart and listened. Don't get me wrong, I was afraid, nervous, apprehensive to start, but after the first RCIA gathering, my fear went away. I eagerly attended each week's classes, and somewhere along the process, something began to change in me. Something was giving me a peace I hadn't felt before. Something gave me the desire to pray and grow closer to God. And I began to realize that that something was the Holy Spirit calling me. RCIA was a transformative experience that set my heart on fire for Jesus Christ. The RCIA classes were taught with no animosity towards my previous faith in which I was raised. I'm very thankful for that, and one of the reasons that I had felt free to become Catholic. The beautiful part of the process is that it allows you to slow down, to quiet down, and to clear away the hassle and the hustle of the day's chaos, and to allow the presence of God to come closer. I felt right at home. We were taught about the true meanings of the sacraments, church history, and why we should pray. I felt like they lit a fire within me, and after each class, I was always saying, wow, I've learned so much. And I would come home and share my stories with my family of what I had learned. We talked about faith openly at the dinner table, and not only was I changing, but our family was having conversations about God and asking questions, something I never grew up with. I was confirmed and received my first communion at the beautiful Easter Vigil this past spring. God's overwhelming love rained down that night. RCIA is one of the monumental blessings of my life. RCIA opened the door for me to a community that's always looking for ways to help others. New friends have opened their arms and heart to me, and there are endless opportunities to help you find your gifts and grow and expand. You will be glad you joined. I sure am.